Hello and welcome to Iceland Roundup, where me, Aðalsteinn, and Sindri try to round up the last week of Icelandic news.
Yay!
Yes.
This week we're gonna try to talk about time delays.
Time delays?
Yeah, search and rescue and racism, burnout in the private sector, and Mexican standoffs between Minister of Justice and Chief of Police. And we'll get to some listeners' questions. We have a few.
Hooray!
Oh, nice.
Don't make promises that you can or can't, yeah.
Don't you?
Oh, I forgot to mention Iceland Airwaves.
Yeah.
Is that? No.
It's over.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's all over. Baby
when
blue.
was it? Just this weekend?
This weekend. Yeah. This past weekend.
2 days?
3 days of Iceland Airwaves.
3 days of magical fun.
Yeah.
And awesome music.
Was it fun?
That I was not allowed to be a part of.
Because
I'm in no way bitter about that, by the way.
The thing you did.
Would you have wanted to? As in reviewing it? Because that is what we did?
No, I'm done with that.
Okay, just checking.
But it's like music only.
No, there's a lot of conferences apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love conferences.
On music.
Okay.
Yeah, you
lost me there.
I mean, maybe that's an unfair categorization. I feel like there are conferences, but they're about... What are they about? What were they about?
I don't know. I didn't go. I went to like a single event.
So he didn't go. I was forcibly excluded in a brutally unjust move.
What?
And you don't know anything, so maybe we just don't talk about it?
No, I can just sum it up pretty fast. I went to one thing.
Sorry.
That wasn't like a concert, which was an author reading from her book about Spotify.
Okay.
Which is actually a very interesting thing.
Yeah, that does sound cool.
Yeah, it's like I want to get my hands on that book. I think it's interesting because it's just, well, it's basically, well, I'm sure that Spotify isn't all too pleased with that book. I can tell you that.
I think any even marginally honest book on Spotify is probably not going to be flattering for Spotify.
I think it's extremely unflattering, actually. So the Iceland Airwaves Festival took place for the 26th time or something, and it was like more than 100 shows, and during 3 days, Thursday to Saturday. And
Saturday, yeah, okay.
And yeah, it was.
You clearly have much to contribute on this.
Yeah,
absolutely nothing. I actually stayed in a hotel downtown on Saturday,
and you still didn't know there was a music festival going on.
I actually, my room was just above NASA, and there were some sounds, and when I was falling asleep, I was just like, yeah, something's going on.
Can NASA still afford to be part of the monetary circle jerk that is Airwaves? Or
oh, now I see why you were not invited.
NASA was. Well, they couldn't have. It couldn't have been too popular a festival. I think if they would have had me, millions, even billions of people would have showed up. So
from all over the galaxy.
Yeah, I always feel like there are billions of people in downtown Reykjavík.
Okay.
It's stretched beyond capacity, which, the capacity is low, but 10 people can feel like 1,000 there.
But I like it.
Yeah, so the Grapevine reviewed all of those shows. You can check it out on our website.
I definitely will.
It's tailor-made for you. Your interests are said.
If you don't like music, this is the review.
It's just like thousands of words of segues into jogging and the pension funds.
Yeah.
Yep.
My favorite things.
I guess I would like to say that this year was actually pretty good. I'd like to just put it out there.
It was? Okay.
Yeah. It was pretty good. The music, that is, was good. It was a
and the
good
weather
lineup.
Was nice. And
the weather was...
And the people were
there.
Fun.
People were there.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, that's nice.
Did you guys notice that our neighbors in Greenland are changing their clock?
Are they changing their clock?
Yeah, they want people apparently to experience more sunlight.
Oh.
And in order to achieve that, they're going to move the clock back.
Yeah. More and more I feel like we should start experimenting with something like that.
Well, this has reawakened the local discussion on that.
Yeah.
which was a thing a few years ago. But then, it was being discussed the last time. They were talking about taking up like daylight savings times, so changing the clock every year, twice a year or something.
Yeah, I used to regard that as just like more hassle than it's worth, but just like the sheer weight of the futility of existence that greets one when awakening to the utter fucking darkness.
If we move the clock, even, I mean, doesn't matter if we do it by daylight savings or just permanently, I mean, we lose out on having sunlight when we finish work and school.
I don't really care.
No, but
I'm sorry,
I don't
but
want the sun to be out while I'm stuck in an office. Like, that's not gonna have.
What about if we move
effect.
it like a lot further, so you actually can just stay at the office during the middle of the night?
Maybe just shorten the fucking work week a little bit in winter. Just like, you know.
What about hjól atvinnulífsins, Sindri?
I feel like the grinding Sisyphean wheel of commerce can take one for the team in this case.
I don't agree with that. I think we should work more.
I think the wheels of commerce are, they don't give a shit about how you feel, I think.
No.
Yeah,
and they're
that's the thing with
it's
wheels.
not self-aware, so you know, we don't have to worry about upsetting its feelings.
No, I'm just saying.
It's a wheel. It doesn't. It's
people
not.
People are lazy in general. So
yes.
Well, some of our greatest cultural achievements have come out of just being stuck in a house during winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think boredom
like
is it's proven, you know, that boredom is good for creativity, like across the board. You know, no pun intended. I think it's.
What was the pun?
I said the word bored twice in a sentence.
Okay.
Across the board.
It's unbelievable how often in writing I see like a permutation of the same word used twice in a sentence now. It's just like, where are the standards, you know?
Yeah.
People are lazy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's the problem as well with the word lazy is that, you know, lazy just means unmotivated, you know, and it's amazing to me, like, how many people in this country are motivated to, you know, to trudge through, like, unbelievable weather and darkness to keep doing jobs that, you know, some of this surely can be done remotely. Like, it wouldn't impact productivity too much to cut down a little in winter on just like expectations of us as a society in general.
We're all working towards being able to buy a sumarhús so we can enjoy the sun when it like never stops shining.
Yep.
So maybe
I think there should be a shorter summer break for sure, because I mean, if people have lots of energy in summer, they can work more then. I don't think anyone would really object to that.
What? Yes, I would.
Yeah, I like summer breaks. But on the topic of daylight savings, have you guys ever experienced? I mean, maybe you have, Sindri. I know you have not.
What?
Experienced like when they change the clock twice a year.
Yes.
Yep. While having kids in school.
No.
Have you tried that?
I have not had more than one child ever. So having two kids in school for me is kind of hard, historically speaking.
Just checking.
You can have mine. Can have few of mine.
You have a surplus.
Yes.
It's so clear that your guys' families watch the show less than mine.
Yeah.
Like, I have to be so careful about what I say.
I mean, they don't know I do this show.
I don't know which is worse. I think mine do, and they don't want to watch it.
No, we see enough. This is fine.
No, what I was going to say, like daylight savings is an absolute terror the week that it happens.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan.
No, I've like missed a flight because of daylight savings time.
Yeah, I've not done anything that dramatic, but you know, I've missed a few things.
I think that, you know, we would have to...
missing a flight isn't that dramatic. If we don't hurry up, I will miss a flight just today.
Yeah, so let's just get this done with.
I've missed like 2 flights in my life ever, and it was just like this weird, like, wow, I can't believe that this happens in real life. Like, I can't believe it.
I once missed a flight
impossible.
while sitting in the airport.
That's poor form.
Drinking coffee.
I once missed a flight just because, like, getting... Yeah, I mean, I obviously, this is a lot of people have had this experience, but, like, they don't make their connecting flight because the airport is just too large.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
But my favorite story of someone missing a flight was a friend of mine who, like, checked in, went through security, and then said just, I want to smoke before I get onto the flight, and just exited like the secure thing.
So he left
and left his like bag with his passport and everything, and it was just like,
this is like that scene in Birdman when he's locked out of the theater in the costume.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
That is
the only one who even vaguely remembers that movie.
That is incredibly stupid, though.
And the person who was traveling,
that movie is stupid,
had to like leave the security area to bring him his passport, and then they both missed the flight.
So, do you want to segue from this into search and rescue in Iceland and racism?
Oh my God,
but
yes.
I just want to say, like, you know, I feel like you guys are, you know, have your reasons to hate the idea of daylight savings time. But, you know, much like this missing of the flight, over time it just becomes an amusing tale. And
yeah, I mean,
everyone has these sort of stories of like missed, you know, whatever because of daylight savings. Like, it happens. But like, I feel like if we as a society sort of, you know, learn to excuse these things as like a necessary byproduct of, you know, some sort of...
I feel like most of us have enough moments in their life which they know will eventually become a funny story, but at the time it's terrible. And adding to that twice a year is not necessary, in my opinion.
But think of all the tiny tales of misery that we lose, like all the mornings waking up in the dark, just like, you know...
Yeah.
Is this the day that I kill myself? You know, like we lose those mornings and gain the others. That's the message I'm trying to fucking impart here, is it gets dark on multiple levels.
But that's the thing about imposing like some sort of like moving the clock a bit, is that how much like actual grace does it give you? Because it just turns so damn dark so fast anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be some sort of system that I don't think exists anywhere in the world. Like, you know, where I think, honestly, like I said, maybe it's just simpler to just shorten the work week a little bit. Just like after a certain time of year, just like move back the time that you're supposed to show up at work.
I
think we should like take up borgaralaun, so we don't work during
citizen work, citizen pay.
Yeah. Now we're talking. Universal basic income?
Yep.
Yeah. Hit me with that shit.
I'm just a basic bitch.
Yeah.
Basic income bitch. Search and rescue and racism. I felt like this was a bit of a clickbait thing. So it was in the news this past week that, you know, Iceland's search and rescue teams, which are a volunteer organization, by the way.
Yeah.
They were doing their annual fundraising rounds of selling the so-called Neyðarkall, or emergency man, which is like this small figurine.
Yeah,
like
he's
a
great.
Keychain.
Keychain thing, like wearing the search and rescue outfit.
You can get one that's like the size of a fucking bowling pin too. Like you can go all in on these.
Yeah, but it doesn't fit in the drawer where I put all the things I don't need.
Well, you put it in your window, Jonte, to show everyone how much of a better citizen you are than they are. Don't you understand the purpose of this? It's the moral superiority generator. You should put it in your car.
What is the term used for this generally?
A Prius?
No. No, like virtue signaling.
Yes,
yeah. So this year's Man of Emergency.
I don't think it's virtue signaling, because virtue signaling is at no cost to you usually. Like you actually have to pay for the man, so you actually are walking the walk, and you're allowed to talk the talk a little bit.
Okay,
I think in this case.
Well, so whenever like a tourist gets lost and the search and rescue find him, you think to yourself,
"That's me. I did that." Yeah,
I done it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Jonte. So are we just paying for racism now?
No.
We pay the search and rescue people.
So this year, the Man of Emergency was brown of color in memory of one Sigurður Kristofer, who suffered a fatal accident last year while training with search and rescue. This apparently sparked some negative discussions, or at least according to one father of a 19-year-old search and rescue volunteer. You know, people were giving her allegedly shit about the color of the search and rescue emergency man figure. Otherwise, no report of people complaining about the color of the man of emergency has been reported. But this, however, being in the news, sparked enough outrage that the man of emergency has been selling like never before. So I guess
cool.
It almost sounded like a fabricated
all is good
PR
that
thing.
ends well.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is
once again racism loses.
Once again, racism loses, and it's I guess the way they
like someone is team racism.
They are. There's like millions of them all over the world. No, they're like, excuse me, I have to be racist for a moment here.
Yeah, but no one embraces like being racist. They always say,
"No, yeah, I'm not racist,
I'm
but
not racist."
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
but the most racist thing ever.
Yeah,
some of my best friends.
I don't even hear
racist.
that phrase anymore. I just they say that, I just hear them say, "I'm racist," but
yeah. So I guess it's a way to remind people that search and rescue is funded by.
Like when someone says, "I mean it in the best way possible."
Yeah, it's like, no, you don't.
You don't.
You insincere piece of shit. Yeah.
No, it's a reminder that search and rescue in Iceland is a volunteer thing run by just people, run by people who get, who just, I don't know, from the goodness of their soul, do these sometimes really hard tasks of finding lost people and stuff like that. And it's funded by people buying this thing and fireworks and stuff. So it's actually kind of contributing to pollution and making New Year's kind of like a...
Yeah, that's why I just pay a monthly like fee to them.
Yeah.
And don't buy flugeldar. What's that? Fireworks.
Fireworks,
yeah.
To the like a great enjoyment of my kids.
Yeah, I've for the past 3 years, I've actually bought fireworks for the first time this century, I think.
Yeah.
A limited amount to make my kids a little happier than otherwise.
You buy stjörnuljós.
I do buy those, but like I also buy like 4 or 5 sort of medium-sized fireworks and shoot them up into the cosmos.
But what I suggested last New Year's that me and the older kids, like I have one teenager and like a 10-year-old, that we would make like a pipe bomb instead. That's like something we can do together.
How close to the U.S. Embassy do you live? I'm just wondering.
Actually, pretty close.
Yeah.
Are you going to also teach them how to make Molotov cocktails?
Maybe during the darkest days of winter.
Celebrate your Finnish heritage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The Finns invented that thing.
Yeah,
right?
they did.
Yeah. Grandma would be proud.
Yeah.
It's like we drink like Swiss Miss from Moomin cups and then make Molotov cocktails.
Make Molotov cocktails and then you teach them how to like...
And then we have a bite of salmiakki.
Yeah, and then you teach them how to like snipe.
Yeah, shoot hundreds of Russians.
And kill people with a blade. Quietly.
Yeah, I mean, that's like when they're like 16 or something.
Yeah. You'll get there.
Yeah, eventually.
Icicle stabbing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mandatory instruction.
Yeah, the Finns, the most warlike nation in Europe at this point. We talked about the Minister of Justice and the Chief of Police last week.
Yeah,
that scandal that we learned that the Chief of Police had been paying her friend 2.7 million a month for the past 5 years.
Oh yeah, the dartboard girl
running errands.
Going to Jysk.
Procuring various dartboards.
So it's turned into kind of like this stare competition or Mexican standoff between the minister and the chief of police, where the minister wants the chief of police to resign and the chief of police is not resigning.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because of how difficult it is actually to fire her.
I mean, they can't fire her.
No, they can't.
They have to pay. I mean, like she got an extension of her. What's it called? Skipunartími. It's like
like a government contract or something.
Yeah, she gets 5 years and she has like 4 years left of it.
Yeah,
and they just have to. I mean, if they want her to leave, they just have to pay her to stay home.
Yeah, I guess they're hoping that she sort of feels a moral responsibility to quit, but so far that's not going great.
But I'm like, without commenting specifically on Sigríður Björk's morals, when you have someone you want to get rid of because of like lack of morals,
yes,
is it wise to
to
count on the
moral imperative?
Yeah.
It seems at least mildly naive or wishful thinking.
Yes.
Must be a funny feeling. I'm just wondering, like, accepting that deal to, like, be, paid to not show up to work. Just, like, the social, accepting the fact that, like, I'm actually being paid not to do my job. Like, people hated me so much at my job that they will pay me to not do my job.
Yeah, we had that happen last year with
at the Grapevine.
No. That was longer ago. But
that's how Jonte got the podcast. They were just trying to get him out of the office for an hour every week.
How can we get this guy to like
lock him in a recording booth with a couple of assholes?
It's like
I forgot to tell you guys that this whole thing is just punishment for me.
This never airs.
No.
Yeah. I just think of this as a sauna with microphones anyway. I don't fucking care at this point.
Well, that doesn't have the same health benefits though.
I don't know. I mean, they say sweating is good for you.
So you
stay
are sweating.
hydrated.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Oh, you're sweating. You are sweating.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Yeah, I don't know. So the former second to chief prosecutor for the state got paid to not show up for work for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Last year.
And I think he got another job, so he gets like double pay. Yeah.
Good for him. Remind me again why he was sacked.
For making like comments about foreigners and
And once again, racism
trans
lost.
people and something like that.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, there's apparently money to be made in that.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe we should. I mean, we're not getting paid for this.
Yeah. I mean, the more I think about that,
maybe we should change the tone.
I mean, I think it says a lot about our decency as human beings that we don't get any money for doing this, because it seems like all the people making money off shit like this are just like the worst pieces of shit imaginable.
Oh, from podcasting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I mean, we just felt like the calling guys our age feel.
Yeah, we are sort of like the search and rescue squad. We're just like volunteers,
Volunteer podcaster.
We should maybe start selling these small figurines.
Yeah. Because now we're talking. We could make like small figurines of us.
That'd be great.
Should we like,
the person whose figurine sells the least, has to buy drinks or whatever.
Yeah, I can just buy you drinks now.
Come on, you don't think people watching this would want to buy a little Aðalsteinn for themselves?
Yeah, maybe since I got my glasses.
Yeah. There could be a glasses Aðalsteinn and a rare non-glasses Aðalsteinn.
Yeah. Let me look into how complicated it is to create these sort of print-on-demand versions of miniature versions of you.
3D printing technology.
Or we get a 3D
you
printer.
Could just fart these out.
That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? But we wouldn't create a keychain. The trick would be to like
tiny little Sindri.
Okay. Like given all the singing you do on this show, it's astonishing to me that you don't like music.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I do a lot of things.
Are we the only people in your life that accept your inherent musicalness? Is that why you hate it so much?
The first 3-letter sentence my 10-year-old said when he was like, I don't know, 19 months or something, 2-year-old, was like, Pappi ekki syngja, or Dad don't sing. That's a true story.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Ouch. Yeah, like honesty is one of the many peculiar characteristics of children.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I think we should maybe remind people that the Icelandic state spent billions of Icelandic kroner on building like these protective walls or berms around the Blue Lagoon and the Svartsengi power plant next to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, 11 billion or something. It was a lot so far.
Yeah.
And these were built to make sure the power plant and the Blue Lagoon wouldn't be swallowed up by lava.
Mm-hmm.
And events have proven this to have been necessary to save these facilities from getting overrun by lava.
Yeah.
It was a multi-billion krona spit in the face of Mother Nature.
Yeah, you could phrase it that way, but you know, it was kind of a necessary thing, not perhaps only because of the value of the Blue Lagoon, but more or less because the Svartsengi power plant powers the whole peninsula and all of the people's homes that live there.
Yeah, it's like hitaveita.
It's both hot water and electricity.
Blue Lagoon powers our giant money generators.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the Blue
that
Lagoon powers like the tourism industry.
Yeah.
But it was reported last week that
Like, are you a tourist in Iceland if you don't go?
do you
in the-
qualify?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
one of
don't think
those-
so.
No, like it's the Blue Lagoon. It's getting that hot dog and taking a picture of the Sun Voyager.
Oh
And-
my God, the Sun Voyager. I
and
mean,
I-
I
and-
don't
and-
dislike it, but like, I didn't know it existed until like 5 years ago or something.
And then there's the obviously the church.
Yeah.
What church?
Hallgrímskirkja.
Not Domkirkjan.
No, nobody seems to care about that.
No.
But you know, selfie locations are those.
Yeah.
So the
I don't mind. I don't mind how much the tourists like the Sun Voyager. Honestly,
No, I
It's just-
don't mind it.
yeah.
I just like.
I think
Like,
it's
I would
actually a
never-
good example of like a perfect like storm in tourism, which is like tourists go to see things that we don't want to see,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they don't overrun us there.
And it's in this kind of weird shit location that no local would be caught dead in either. It's
Oh.
just like this kind of offshoot of a highway, basically.
It's also kind of astonishing to see people soldiering through like terrible storms to get there.
Yeah. It's got a beautiful view. I mean, it's all about the location, really.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
they
it's
could have,
nice.
you
They
know, a
have
little,
Esjan in the background, the
Yeah.
ugliest mountain in Iceland.
our famously hideous mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice. But I actually, when I bike to work or run or something, I tend to go past the Sun Voyager, and I sometimes, when I'm like, if I'm not late, like I usually am, I stop and offer, like, I can take your picture, and then I start with taking a selfie of myself, and most of the times I remember to like reverse the camera and take a picture of the people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're as much of a tourist attraction as the Sun Voyager.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
I think people should be taking like selfies with you, not just getting selfies off you on their
Yeah.
phone.
They
but
have pictures of themselves, you know. There's
okay,
no need to
fine.
add to that portfolio.
But I love the tourists. I mean, sometimes it sounds like I dislike how big tourism is in Iceland and Reykjavík, but I don't. I really like it. And when they have these walking tours, like Reykjavík,
Your friend in
walking-
Reykjavík?
yeah,
Or-
your
yeah.
friend, yeah, something like that. They always stop right outside the office I work. It's in one of the oldest houses in Reykjavík.
And tell the tourists what a pinko commie rag is housed in within these walls.
No, I don't believe so. But
This is where the communists work.
yeah, the socialists of Iceland.
So I was gonna
No,
try.
but I sometimes like add something to the tour.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
say
good.
something that's not entirely true or something. Just like throw it in there, and the guide never knows if I'm telling the truth or not, because these guides don't know anything.
I think that's unfair. Like depends. Like I think.
Yeah, it depends on the
I
guide.
think
of
actually,
course,
like your friend in Reykjavík, that service is actually pretty reliable.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
But
which
I have witnessed incredible scenes when people are saying incredibly wrong things.
Yeah.
Which I thought naively that everybody in this country knew, but apparently not.
No.
Like, here is a statue of, and they're like pointing at the statue of Jón Sigurðarson in front of the parliament, and just give you another name, and I'm like, what?
Really? They don't.
His
They
name
don't.
is on a
It's on the
plaque,
fucking
yeah.
plaque.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like,
So
like,
these
you
people
can-
can't even read.
I don't know. So you can fact check immediately. Like, yeah, this is Jonas Hallgrímsson. You're like,
Did
well,
they
no.
ask Chat GPT? Maybe is that where they're getting
I
their
think
info?
this happened prior to ChatGPT, at least.
So they have no excuse. They're just.
But
Yes.
I mean, I would really like to like try out going on this tour.
I think I can arrange that for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to like review it for me?
Yeah, sure.
Like you can go and then just tell me what you experienced, and I'll write an article out of it.
yeah,
Okay, you gotta get yourself a deal.
yeah.
Cool. I might even read that.
So
I know the
that-
tour guides won't be able to read it, so you can say whatever you want.
That would be the first thing I wrote that you read, right? Yeah.
No, no. I read the starts of some of your articles before I hit the paywall.
Yeah, you
That's
read
good
the headline,
stuff.
yeah.
So-
you have good opening paragraphs. It's a hard thing to master.
Is the
Really hard to
paywall
do.
the only thing stopping you?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
interest.
I mean, I know I should be researching more for this show in general, and reading some of your fine
No,
publication
no,
would
no,
be
no,
a start.
But I was going to say about the berms or the
the
protectables.
berms.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So the Minister of Finance in Iceland has been kind of suggesting that maybe the private businesses that got their asses saved by this billion kroner project should maybe participate in the costs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
buying every Icelander an electric car or something like that.
Which
Something within their
and
reach.
and the CEO of the energy company there, privately owned,
the
found
only
this
privately owned energy manufacturer in Iceland.
in Iceland was quote surprised by the suggestion.
Yeah.
I think maybe I guess to his I think have you guys ever heard of Crassus?
What?
A Roman called Crassus, the richest Roman in history.
Yeah, because I'm watching Spartacus, and he's
No.
in
Very
it.
good.
Yeah.
He's there.
Educate me, please.
So Crassus is one of the triumvirate that kind of ruled Rome in the late Republic. So Caesar was one of them, Pompey was the second, and Crassus was the third, and Crassus was the richest man in Rome.
Oh, nice.
And he sort of made a lot of his money by putting up a private fire brigade. And then every time a house was on fire, he would show up with the private fire brigade and then buy the house from the people whose house was burning before putting out the fire. And I think the moral of that story vis-a-vis the Icelandic state and, spending a lot of money saving private energy
Rich people
companies.
really haven't changed at all, have they?
No. And saving private companies from getting over in Palava is that you should probably talk to them before you start building those berms.
Yeah.
Because I think they're more likely to be willing to pay at that point.
I mean,
God, that answer always smarts. I'm surprised. It's such a douchebag way of retorting to something stupid. It's always this. This is always the response in Icelandic politics. It's just I found his suggestion unusual. It's just say what you mean, man. Just say that you think they're full of shit.
I don't want to pay, but I mean, I think it's in this case it's fair for the CEO of the energy company to be a bit surprised because the previous government they just did it, and there was a public debate about this. It's shouldn't we make the energy company we're saving at least pitch in? And the government was nope, we never thought about that. And then we have change of government, and the new finance minister said, "Oh, we should
talk to them.
We should talk to them." It's it's a little late.
It's a little late, but it's But I remember when it happened.
Do you think the minister this is just a symbolic gesture for voters then?
No, I mean they need money
rousing?
because the economy is not doing as well as they expected.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
so they need money. It's just where can we find money?
Yeah.
It's in the Reykjanes Peninsula.
So, should we do a few listeners' questions?
Yes,
absolutely.
And
okay,
I know there's a
right?
question we've gotten twice.
Yeah,
and we need to address that.
We have
because I left
that one
out loud both times.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna start with that.
Fucking hate this chair.
So somebody called @Pitornas asks
that we try to read people's YouTube handles.
I have kind of an odd question for you guys. I was stationed in Iceland with the U.S. Navy all of 1969 and 1970. During that time,
that sounds like fun.
I was once told by an Icelander that Roof's radio station would only use Aretha Franklin's last name when playing her songs on the radio because the first name sounded like a word that they were not allowed to say on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I hope this is true. Is this true?
I've never heard about
I've never heard this,
but it makes
a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna continue here.
From now on, I will only refer to her as to fuck Franklin or fucking Franklin.
I know you were all too young to remember that firsthand, but I'm wondering what that word was. Can you tell me if you know of any Icelandic word that sounds very close to Aretha? Pronounced Adriða.
Yeah.
that would be considered not suitable to be used on radio back in the time.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because like with
I'm gonna finish. Like,
sorry.
perhaps I mean this guy is onto something. Perhaps it was a curse or a word with a sexual connotation, or perhaps someone was just putting me on. Can you clear up this 55-year-old mystery for me?
Yeah.
I guess we can have to it. Like, it would have been great to like get somebody who worked at Rúv at the time, but I mean, it's 55 years ago.
He could have the radio. Sorry,
it's 55 years ago. It's hard to find anybody. Who's there, but I mean, it means to fuck.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin is to fuck Franklin.
But I feel like he could have just purposely mispronounced it and said like Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, but
Aretha
Franklin.
Like we butcher so many foreign names. Like how hard would it have been to just pronounce it differently?
But this is gold. I love this.
And but it's funny
I've never
because like
realized this, but I mean, as soon as I read,
me neither. This is great. This is gold.
So the same guy actually, like, not a question. It was just an observation because we were talking about until when Icelanders drove on the left, and he said like it must have been like that switch must have been pretty soon before I was stationed here in the 69 and 70, because I would frequently be out driving and just like people would be driving towards me on the wrong lane. And that's correct because somebody posted the correct date, which was either 24th or 26th of May 1968. So yeah, I guess his time in Iceland was full of interesting surprises. Yeah. I'm glad he never suffered the head-on collision.
This is my first time on my tractor for a year. These Americans, when are they going to learn how to drive? It's like, honey, I think they've changed the... What?
Oh, yeah.
But it's so stupid because, like, if they really were self-censoring, so they wouldn't have to say this, because, like so much of our sex talk, it's like a farm word for riding. It's just like like riding a horse.
Yeah.
So it isn't really dirty though either, which makes me think this is apocryphal. Like I don't think they would ever.
But I mean, if it was, it's still great. I mean, somebody came up with that, and that's perfect. But I'm thinking, like, is there any other example of like something like a musician or something sounding like mildly insensitive in Icelandic when you say it like that? There's something, but I can't remember anything. Right now.
I don't know. I didn't know about
Aretha
Franklin.
Yeah, this just wouldn't occur to me, but it's great. That's fantastic.
Sure, there's something else, but let's try to figure out if we remember anything, and we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
So at 4 Gilsable asks, hello, I have questions for you about the Icelandic school system. As a retired teacher, I'm curious to know what you, as parents of school-aged children, think that schools in Iceland do well. And conversely, what would you like to see improved? Also, do schools close when it snows, or do your hardy Icelandic children walk to school with their snowsuits and shovels?
Yes.
Well, not
someone in
shovels.
jest.
I never sent my kid with a shovel.
Yeah, they could hit you with the shovel. You don't want to give them a weapon.
No,
we here in Central Virginia close schools at the mere suggestion of snow or other inclement weather.
Sensible.
And they're made fun of for it quite deservedly by our neighbors farther north. So thanks for a great podcast. I'm a huge fan of your country, and I wish you safety and warmth as you face the snow.
I thought
thank you.
He was saying,
that means
like,
a lot.
I'm
That's
a
very
huge
nice.
fan of the podcast, but huge fan of the country. Yeah. Okay.
No, she said a great
podcast. Is the same. We are Iceland. Are we not?
Yeah.
I feel like we represent our country, better than most people who claim to do.
So what do we think of schools? What we would like to see improved? And we've answered the snow thing, which is like it really has to get bad for snow.
Yeah, I mean,
like
it happens maybe once every few years.
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah.
I feel like they could be a bit more liberal with snow days here. I feel like they could, they should be.
But I think it's like it has to do with like hjólatvinnulífsins. We were talking about the wheels of commerce.
Wheels of commerce have to turn. Yeah.
Yeah, but
if it's a snow day in school, I mean, the wheels are stopping.
They have the play centers though, like that are sometimes when school is closed, they will be open like all day. The Frístunda Heimili.
Yeah, but I mean, if they can have that open, they can have the school open.
Yeah, still they do it. So
I suppose.
I mean, I remember starting the day when I lived in Vopnafjörður in the east.
What were you doing?
I lived there for 2 years as a preteen.
Yeah, okay.
And the day started by shoveling snow from outside of the front door. You just opened the door and there was just a wall of snow into the
living room.
No, into
and then you melted it for water.
Into the bathroom.
into the bath.
Yeah.
And then sort of drag yourself out to 4 meters of snow and something, and then walking to school.
Yeah.
They didn't close that.
No mercy.
No mercy.
But it's sorry, keep going.
No, that's the whole story.
I got to retort to the fucking wheels of commerce again.
Oh,
because it's like, obviously when I say they could be liberal with snow days, this means that like if there is a snow day at a school, the parents should get a paid day off.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, but I think that's the reason why they don't, because then they had
the parents would complain because they think of it as daycare.
So what do we think?
No, I think the businesses would say like, oh, we don't want to pay people to stay at home.
So, Aðalsteinn, what do we think
A shocker.
Yeah.
that the Icelandic schools do well?
I mean, in general, I think Icelandic schools are, like in an international context, doing
Great.
fine. Yeah. I mean, I obviously think they can do better.
Mm-hmm.
You can always do better.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
I think generally one is quite satisfied.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I guess like the fact that I don't have any sort of problems is probably a good thing. Like
no news is good news.
Yeah, that kind of a thing.
It's reassuring to hear this because like I'm standing kind of at the gateway. I only have like the one first grader. And to hear you guys say this, and I mean, but that's the sense I'm getting of it. It's like, wow, this actually, it takes remarkably good care of you, and it's like a nicely integrated system.
But I'm not like a helicopter parent, so it kind of like I dislike the flow, like excess flow of information.
You're like an aircraft carrier parent.
Whatever.
Just slow, don't move quickly.
So I like they sent me like emails about nothing and anything.
Oh my god, that's the worst thing.
And sometimes buried in those emails are actually things I need to know.
Yeah.
And I always miss them because I don't read these emails because 99% of the time there's nothing there.
I try to read every email I get, but it's like each day something new.
And I always ponder like who asked for this?
Some
helicopter parent.
Yeah, stay-at-home parents with nothing better to do.
Yeah, it's in
like me.
Well, yeah, well.
I mean, seriously, I get annoyed about this as well, and I got really pissed off. It's just like, why aren't they telling me this? Why isn't there like a structured flow of information where and then it's like, hang on, this is like a state fucking school that I pay next to nothing for. Like, I gotta check my privilege here. Like, I think considering
for it.
you get, you get a lot for for the nothing that you pay.
But I assume the teachers are like getting like they need to like give out this unnecessary information and spend time on it.
Yeah, I think
I've also found that teachers are remarkably forgiving of parents' lapses. They're aware of the problem, that there is a lot of information constantly shooting out, and important stuff is buried in there, and they're always like, it's cool, it's no problem, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, usually I don't get like shamed for, but it happens though.
It's only one's own standards for parenthood that suffer.
But I think like dads don't get shamed as much.
No,
because I've forgotten the like birthdays of my kids when showing up at the heilsugæsla, the
I'm sorry, it's
healthcare.
Yeah, the healthcare thing, like, and they just find it cute that I don't remember the rest of the kennitala.
Yeah, we do get off lightly.
Yeah, we do get off lightly.
The expectations are like zero.
Like it's a dad. He's like taking care of its kids.
He showed up.
Yeah, it's like
Let's
the bar is
high-five him.
incredibly low.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, but I mean.
It's unfair.
I can sort of tell, like at the drop-off in the mornings, you see like the other kind of insecure, kind of overachiever dads like me, like we make eye contact, and I was like, are you like trying extra hard to subvert the stereotype? I was like, yes, it's all exchanged in this kind of glance.
Yeah.
Which I like.
But then when I take my kids, like their mom is not joining for like the movies. Everybody thinks I'm a weekend dad.
Yeah.
So that's the other face of that.
Yeah, I always wear my ring when I take my kid outside so that I'm not mistaken for a divorced dad just because the mom's not around.
Yeah, I try to say things like, oh, your mom, she deserves the rest now. Just like I say it out loud.
Yeah.
Mamma þarf að hvíla sig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Þú var alltaf full í gær. Sorry. Yeah, also you're missing sort of the birth date tattoos, which would indicate that you were
the Icelandic dad standard.
Yeah. But I have like 4 kids, so
no, that's the weekend dad.
Yeah. But I was thinking like it would be useful to have the Kennitala, the social security number of my kids.
Save that like until you really start getting dementia. Then you can sort of using your sort of
Yeah, but then I will forget what these numbers are.
My body's covered with these numbers.
Just explain.
I'm gonna be like the people on Lost. Remember Lost, the TV show?
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch it? No. I rewatched it like a year ago.
I remember everybody watching it. And then
much better than I remembered.
I remember everybody watching it, getting annoyed then at the fact that it didn't really end.
But it did. It did end, and the ending was like.
Are you a Lost
good.
Finale apologist?
No, I just
because there's not a lot of those. I feel like everybody hates that finale.
The first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh my, this doesn't make any sense." It's like that's the cheapest ending. But then I rewatched the entire series, and the ending is actually quite good.
Yeah, it's different when you know what's coming. You know the expectations.
And then J.J. Abrams went to revamp the Star Wars movies and just hated every single second of that.
He made Fringe between those two, which is an underrated show that got off to a really good start.
We are now
again
I like
sort
Fringe,
of
actually.
Yeah, it sort of went off the rails.
We're actually on topic here for the next question from Dave K. Anderson, which is: can you share your top 5 favorite movies or TV shows from Iceland?
From Iceland?
Yeah.
From Iceland, okay.
Kallakórin Hekla is lovely.
Yeah, it's I think it...
Hekla like, the Man's Choir.
It's like, it captures what it is to live in Iceland and be Icelandic. Mm-hmm. It's like, not in a flattering way.
No.
But it in a very accurate way.
I do love Stella í Orlofi.
I think that one is overrated.
I think it kind of captures the Icelandic 80s very well.
Yeah. There's also this Swedish connection, and you're a Swedophile.
Yeah. Aren't we all?
It also just looks like people were having so much fun making that movie.
Yeah.
I really do Með allt á hreinu, the Stuðmenn 1982.
Yeah, it's a classic, yeah.
What about you, Sindri? You actually...
I consume zero Icelandic TV or movie culture, like none. I don't rate any of it just because I don't know. I never find the time or the inclination, I guess.
I liked Verbúðin.
The TV show. Yeah. What was it called?
Yeah, that seemed. I mean, I was actually on that, and sort of. I have
what?
I was an extra or a. Yeah, you're an extra if you don't have lines. Yeah, I think saying I had a bit part would be overselling it.
Verbúðin,
I gave the main guy the finger. I was like a sailor.
You did. Whoa,
yeah.
Nice.
So Verbúðin is kind of a 5 or 6 episode about how the Icelandic quota system came about in a sense, or that time.
Yeah, how Iceland was destroyed basically.
Yeah,
it's not like
saved and destroyed at once.
I mean, you cannot watch it and think it's a documentary.
It's not a documentary, but it kind of sort of it gets to the point of the thing.
Yeah, it captures a feeling.
Yeah. I thought that was good. We're now at 4. Do we have any more?
I guess I've done a fair amount of translating for Ragnar Bragason and his shows.
Oh, we just got some news.
They are pretty good.
What is the news?
Ríkislögreglustjóri is leaving her job.
The chief of police?
Yeah, chief of police.
Going down.
Is going down.
Yes.
She's
awesome.
not going to give any interviews.
High fives.
No, I'm not going to high five to a person.
Doing the right thing?
This must be celebrated. We should buy her a drink.
Yeah, let's buy her a drink.
Let's buy her a dartboard. I know she loves those.
With the note saying, like, we know you have a friend who can tell you where to put this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have answered that one, Anderson, but the last one is from Art of Tom Cantwell, and the question is: if it's not affordable, how do Icelanders manage to live there? Just by ignoring reality, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, one word: debt.
Debt. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're like deeply in debt.
Yeah. Well, we most of us who nominally own anything are kind of like almost feudal slaves to debt.
Yeah.
I mean, like my entire financial plan is to be debt free when I'm about 70 years old.
Same here.
Yeah.
I want to have like a property at that point debt free, because I don't really think I will get anything out of the pension fund.
Yeah, basically.
So that's my plan. Yeah. So there's that. We just kind of just go with it, ignore it, and live with it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this sort of struggle, like in my 20s, of like, don't fall into the debt, and then it's just like you get to a point and you realize like I'm never gonna have anything. I'm never gonna have,
So you might as well just have debt.
Even a shade of the nicer things, and then there's this sort of moment of acceptance where it's just like, actually this this unbelievably unjust financial load on my shoulders doesn't really feel that bad. So I think I'll just live with it.
Yeah, kiss the whip, lick the boots.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Adopt a hunched posture.
But I think this is actually it. Aðalsteinn has to catch a flight.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, and I'm reading about the chief of police. I'm sorry, it's not good TV. Watching me read.
I love that we just got live news while we were recording. As it happens.
This is breaking news.
It proves that we didn't record this months ago in one long, meth binge.
Meth binge.
Anyway, thanks for listening or watching.
Yes.
We have we are Iceland Roundup.
Thanks for listening to this particular hour of our meth binge.
Yeah.
In its peaks and valleys.
Let's get a pulsa.
Yeah.
Let's get a pulse up. Bye bye.
Yeah, that sounds good.